Hello, Brother Sewing and Crafting family. Angela Wolf here. It is so nice to see you. And I feel like spring is in the air. And yes, I dressed like an Easter egg today. Not intentionally, but we have our friend Lynn Lilly on here who I think likes pink more than I do. So I wore this just for her. Lynn, how are you?
How are you? I love it that you're I'll call you my pink sister because we love pink. I know. And I there's pink on my skirt, but I have purple on tape. I venture between, I love purple too. So I'm a pastel kind of girl.
I am too. I actually never wear this jacket, but today it's so nice out. And I told my husband, when I'm done with the live today, I'm going for a walk to the beach. And I said, Lynn's coming on. I'm wearing my pink jacket.
I love it.
So speaking of that, Easter eggs, you have a really fun project here. Super fast, super easy, but adorable. And it's great for a last minute gift, especially for those that need something extra for Easter, which is only a couple days away.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so I will deem myself queen of easy crafts and like quick crafts because I'm busy. I'm a working mom. I have limited amount of times, right? So today we're going to be doing a craft with the Brother sublimation printer, which I have here. And if you follow me, it's no secret. This is probably one of my top favorite Brother machines. I absolutely love it. If you've ever wanted to get into sublimation printing, this is the perfect printer for you. The price point is awesome. The quality of printing is professional grade level. It's amazing. So today, some of you may be going to an Easter party or over to someone's house for Easter. We are going to be making these super cute sublimation pillows. And selfishly, I made this one for myself because I didn't want to gift it because I thought it was super cute.
Okay, so I'm not the only one. I just finished a really adorable table runner for Easter, and I was going to give it as a gift. I'm like, it looks so good on my table. I might not have to gift it.
Yes. So hold on, my keep press is beeping at me real quick. Okay, there we go. Yes, I love to make my own crafts for myself. I'm going to show you this other one too, and we'll talk about this type of sublimation pillow, but this is one of those sequin pillows that you can look, so like it disappears, which is cool. My kids love these. So I made one of these too. But today we're going to do a standard sublimation pillowcase, which is pretty easy to find and pretty inexpensive. So the best part is you get to design it all in the palm of your hand, or if you've got a tablet, it works great. So we're going to put this guy up here for 1 sec. And we are going to hop over into the Artspira app, which, Angela, give me a second. We're going to adjust the camera so that we can get a little closer. All right.
Okay. And while she's adjusting, y'all, we are live today. So I can see all your comments. We're live on Brother Crafting YouTube and Facebook pages. I see all the Brother gang rolling in. Phyllis, Lorraine, everyone. Julie, it's so nice to see you. All right, Lynn, we can see you great.
Okay.
I'm going to bring you back. She's on Artspira right now.
Yes. Okay. So I am on the Artspira app, and I'm going to show you kind of the end product of what we're designing, but I'm going to set that over here. We're starting at the very beginning, and I apologize. Usually I have a mirror, but I could not get, my computer did an update and it's acting all weird now. So I usually am able to get this on my screen, but you get to see the close-up. All right. So we are in the home page of the Artspira app, and what you'll notice is there's a whole bunch of different options. So there's some pre-designed options up at the top, whether you're going to be doing a sewing project, an embroidery project, sublimation. There's also an education tab. So lots of really cool, useful stuff. And if you're a Disney fan, there is Disney content getting loaded in there. Literally, I feel like almost every day. But today I am going to design from the very beginning, blank slate. All right, so when I hit that little plus button down there, it takes me to the option where I have embroidery, cutting, or printing. Printing is already selected on there for me. Now it gives me some options, right? There's some templates. I want to show you these because they're fairly new if you're an Artspira user. Give it a second. It's going to pop up. So Artspira just launched these really awesome templates for sublimation. So if you are making some of the kind of more routine, popular sublimation projects, mugs are in here, cups, a mason jar cup. There's even an ornament, a coaster. So you can have some of those templates that are already sized for you. But I just wanted to point that out because that was new. Last time we used the font decorator when we did our project on here. But today we're going to go to Design Editor. And it gives me the ability to ask the size. I'm going to hit rotate 90 degrees because I want it to be horizontal, and then I hit done. All right, so I got my blank surface here, And you'll notice down at the bottom, this is kind of where all your design starts to happen. Down here, you've got your patterns, you got your plus icon, which we'll use in a second. And then you have your, where you get to add your fonts and anything that you want to say from a word standpoint. So I'm going to do Posner Family. And Angela, stop me if anyone has any questions too, okay?
I will. And you know what, Lynn, for some reason, the glare, there you go. That's better.
Perfect. Oh, is that better? Okay.
Yep.
Sorry. I'm trying to
type around the
see. I'm like stretching so I can see it too. Okay. All right. So how does that look? Is that good? Okay. So it automatically just defaults to a font. So I'm going to just make this a little larger for now. And then I'm going to go down here. So you'll see there's a font editor all down here. You can do all different types of things. You can edit what you just typed. You can select it. You can do the color, which we'll go ahead and start with the color. I'm going to do a pastel purple. We just talked about how I love pastels. And then I'm going to hit font. So in here is where I have all my different fonts, and I'll just click on a bunch so you can kind of see. Let me zoom in. I'll make it a little smaller so you guys can see it. Sometimes it gets bigger when you pick different fonts. And let's see what we want to go with. That one's cute. I kind of like this one. All right. So I am always drawn to the strawberry blossom one for some reason. I love it. All right. And then I'm going to use the pinch method. Really helps if you want to resize it. You can also go into size and adjust that way as well. But if you want to do something quick and you're just eyeballing size, you don't need specific, the pinching works. Great. All right. Now, I'm going to go down to this plus sign. Okay. So the fun part about the plus sign is where you get to all the cool graphics. So there is camera roll. So you can also upload your own photos and graphics if you have them. But I'm going to use what's already built into Artspira because there's a ton of different options. I'm going to go into illustration, which is really where all the fun pictures are. And I'm going to go into animals because I am looking for bunnies. Because we are going to do a little bunny for each person in my family. Okay, so let me find my bunnies. I'm going to go with, let's see, we'll use that one for my husband. I'm going to hit done a second and we'll go ahead and pinch and size. And Angela, you tell me if that glare comes back, okay? All right. And then we'll add another one.
It all looks good now, Lynn.
Okay, cool. I know I keep trying to like not tilt it too much so you can see it. And then we're going to pick out, I've got two little girls and me. So we'll do that one of the little girls. Okay. And we'll get back to kind of sizing them how we want them in just a minute. All right. Oops, tap off of that. And we're going to go find two more. So there are tons of different options in here, which is cool. You can't look at all these different animals, but I do love that there is like a different bunny for each personality you can kind of come up with. And, you can also see how I just pushed it up so I get to see the full screen. There's even like rocker bunny there, I thought, which was really cute. I was tempted to give my husband that one, but I thought he might not dig the ear piercing. All right. So, and if you're watching, tune in and tell us where you're watching from. I always love to know. I am here in Roswell, Georgia. So we're right outside of Atlanta. All right. I'm going to give myself that one. Okay. And then, oops, cancel. I'm going to do something else with this one because I want a bow on mine in a sec. And you know what, for time's sake, I'll duplicate this one for my two little girls. I'll show you. I've got a different one on my sample over here, but you can duplicate by hitting number 2, right? And then that gives you 2 little bunnies, okay? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to size them out. I'm going to put my husband, oops, I can get him back on. There we go. I'm going to put him on the side. I'll put me over there, right? And it's so nice. You can easily just drag and drop, and you'll see how fast we're going to create this project. And you're able to create a personalized gift. And yes, we're doing this for Easter, but this is also a really cute idea for any like housewarming gift. All right. So I've got my bunnies there. I love bows. So I feel like I need a bow in my hair. So I'm going to go back to here. Angela, I feel like you are a bow girl too. Do you love bows?
I do.
I mean, we might as well just be cut from the same cloth. We are like.
Is that what my brother would say? Sisters from another mother.
Yes, yes. All right, so I went into the holiday one because I remember this super cute little bow that I used on a Valentine's Day project, and I love it. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this bow super tiny. See if I can make it really tiny, and I want it to fit on my little rabbit ears by me, okay? So it goes just like that, and then, you know what I mean? Oh, I can just tussle it down just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some more text below it. So, oh, we're gonna hit the text button, sorry. All right, so I'm gonna do Daddy, and we're gonna put everyone's names below it real quick. All right, so we'll do that one there. And then I'm gonna change my font to make it a little bit more readable because this is gonna be a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna stay in this, I use Strawberry Blossom as my main font up there, but I'm gonna use Strawberry Flowers down here. And then I'm also gonna adjust the color. I wanna stick with that pastel purple. And then once I have this done, what I like to do is I like to copy it. It makes it easier to not have to like readjust the size. So we're just gonna duplicate it 3 times and then I'll just go in and edit the font. That's just my little, you can do it however you want. But for that one, we'll edit it. And this one will say my daughter Lily's name. I also think this is faster. Faster if I can type right? Okay. And then we'll put our other one right here. I'm eyeballing this from the side, so they may not be exactly lined up, but you guys will kind of get the idea. All right. Has anyone that's watching made any really cool projects for Easter? I would love to know. Angela, I'm sure you have. What's been your favorite Easter project?
You know, I love table runners. And you know, you're playing on that Artspira. I
Yep.
did this at Christmas, and then I did one for Easter where I put all the names of my mom's grandkids, because there's like 13, I think. Oh, forgive me, brothers and sisters, if I got it wrong. But I think there's 13. I put all of their names and had it embroidered, and I did it all with Artspira. It was so cute.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That's such a like legacy keepsake gift. That's awesome. All right, I'm putting my
embroidery, but this would be so much faster with the sublimation printer.
I mean, you could do this super fast. All right, I'm putting my last finishing touches on. I'm changing my font right there of Easter to match the same font, the Strawberry Blossom font that I used up top. We'll pinch it to make it bigger. I'll eyeball it, and then I'm going to change the color, and we're going to go with my favorite light pink. Okay, so once it is done, you can kind of give it a once over. Now, the other option too, we've talked about this before, is if you need to readjust the whole design, like if I'm happy with the proportion of like how everything is sized related to one another, but I want to change the overall design size, you can hit select, and then you can hit select all, and you can group them all together. So you just toggle on that group, which is nice. And now everything is tied together, so we can size it as needed. So that's just a nice little handy tool. Then you don't have to worry about like individually resizing things if you do want to change the size. All right, so when you're ready to print, right, you're happy with everything, you can hit OK. It'll probably ask you to save, but I've already got a design saved in there, so I don't need to save it. And then it will be ready to send directly to my printer. So we're going to move our camera back so you get a wider view. Okay. All right. And I'm going to make sure you guys can see my printer. All right. So just like that, the design is already transferred. It was super quick. And let me move this off of here so you can see the Brother Sublimation printer. All right. And I'll keep these two here. Oh, I need that top one. Give me that tab one back. All right, thank you.
Everybody's saying this is so cute, so cute. Julie says it's super cute, but when you asked what she's been making, she said nothing because she's too busy decluttering. Well, that's a good idea.
Girl,
Julie.
that is a great thing. I want to do that. Can you send some of that energy my way? As you can imagine, my husband calls me a hoarder of holidays because I love holidays and I love holiday decor. And like every year, the collection around our house gets like more crazy, and he's like, "You're a holiday hoarder, Lynn. Like the storage room is not big enough, like, and it's out of control. Like I can't stop."
We need to have an emoji for that. HH. I'm an H.
I know, right? A holiday hoarder. I know. So I love holidays. I will continue to craft and buy and decorate as much as I can. I have a big Easter party happening this weekend at my house. We do a giant Easter egg hunt. We stuffed 1,200 Easter eggs last night. And we've got like over 100 people coming. It's so much fun. We do it every year and it gets bigger and bigger. So I'm a holiday girl. All right. So my printer is still printing. You can probably see it. It's probably almost done, but I'll show you because I have one already printed out. So we'll keep on moving and you'll see when that one's done. But it automatically mirrors the design for you, which is really nice, right? So you don't have to have that second step thought in your brain, like, oh gosh, did I mirror it, right? So it automatically mirrors it. I have a sublimation pillow here. And what that means is that this is 100% polyester. Oh, look, it's done. Boom. How cute is that, right? Simple and easy. And that print was what, a minute it took? It's so fast. So when you're picking out your base for your sublimation project, you really want 100% polyester so that you get the best possible press as far as your fabric goes. Now, the less polyester that you have in your fabric, right, the less vibrant your colors will be. So just keep that in mind if you're picking out like a t-shirt or something that isn't 100% polyester, you're not going to be as vibrant. I'm going to press this for a second to get my wrinkles out and then also to get my moisture out of it. So we'll just put it, I have it set for 45 seconds, but I'll probably just keep it in there for 30. And then while I'm doing that, I'm going to get out my heat safe tape. So this tape can withstand, I mean, Angela, do you know what the actual number of heat safe tape is? I mean, I think it can withstand like up to like 900 degrees. I could totally be making that up, but it's high,
it's a
right?
lot, though. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's one of the most important pieces that I think a lot of people, even when I started, I was like, where am I going to get that tape? Well, it's in a lot of craft stores, no problem. But it does. It works, except I made one boo-boo.
Uh-oh.
I had the tape on the wrong side. So my sublimation tape, I have a piece of tape in the middle of my design. So don't do that.
No. Yes, it happens, right? Sometimes it's a learning curve with sublimation and you forget. All right, so this guy should be good for our wrinkles. But the thing with the heat safe tape that's important is you can't use like a regular Scotch tape or painter's tape because that may melt to your project. Oh, give me a second. Open up, Mr. Heat Press. Okay, so and why you use tape is that you need to tape your design in place. Because if you don't, it has the ability sometimes to move. So now you can see most of my wrinkles are out. There's a few up in the corner, but I'm not as super concerned about that because we're not putting our design up there. If your design moves when you're doing sublimation, you get what's called a ghosting effect. All right, so you see my design. I'm going to put it directly in the center where I want it. So the important part is that you do tape it down. And I like to tape it on all four sides, even though this is a super flat surface. Still want to tape it. I don't want any chance of it moving or ghosting. All right.
So, hey, Lynn, for somebody who is totally new at sublimation, because I know it's not really a new craft, but a lot of people are getting the hang of it now that this printer has come. It's not very expensive. You can do this with just a couple things in your sewing room. And look, you just have one table. You're doing all this. You don't need a huge sewing room. Tell them what ghosting is.
Yes. So what ghosting is it's almost like a blurry effect, right? So you may see your design look like someone almost smooshed it, right? And you see double of it. That means that your project, when it was being pressed, may have slightly gotten moved. So that does happen. And that has happened to me. I've realized like, hey, I didn't tape it down right. And then the other thing I am doing is I'm just putting a piece of parchment paper over my design. I've never had any problems with the Brothers sublimation paper bleeding through to my press, but I'm superstitious and this is a brand new press, so I don't want to mess it up. So I'm putting a piece on top and a piece on bottom. All right, so I have mine set for 390 degrees for 45 seconds. The other cool thing is, let me see if I can show you on the app while we're waiting. Yep. All right, so it's okay. I'll just lean in real quick. We'll get nice and personal. All right, so you can see on the app, it says right below here, heat guide. So if I click on that, it goes to the Brother website and it gives you a guide on what you should set your press at based on the material that you're using to press onto. So there's polyester fabric. You've got a hard material, soft material, and it gives you the exact temperature and time that you need to use, which is really important that you pay attention to that with sublimation, because it's not really like one that you want to play a guessing game with. They've done all the research at Brothers, so just pay attention to what they're saying, right? All right, so I've got my final one here that you can see, but let's see if I can get this one out without burning my fingers. But Angela can agree, us crafters do not have fingerprints, right? We're so used to touching hot things. All right, okay.
Oh,
Too hot, right?
can't wait.
All right, I'm just gonna shake it out a little bit so it's a little bit cooler. But yeah, if you are just starting, this is very hot when it comes out of your press, okay? So just make sure that you do not like burn your fingers. So give it a minute, right? Or there's heat gloves. I have a heat glove I could put on, but how cute is that? Boom!
Oh my gosh. Look at how quick and easy that was.
Right? And then it's a pillow. So one quick thing to note too, if you're doing pillows and they have zippers, I always put my zipper at the bottom and I leave that hang over just as a risk of may I burn my zipper, right? Or may melt it a little bit if I don't know the exact type of zipper that's in there. So that's just something to be on the lookout for. But, and then you can stuff it. You can put a pillow form in it, or you can put some polyfill in it. And then if you're a little extra, remember I said, I like bows, right? So I took some ribbon and I just made my own little bow and I glued it on here, which I thought was super cute.
Oh my gosh, that is adorable. And you know what? That's a great tip about the zipper, because if it is a plastic one, you don't want to melt that in there. And also if it's a metal one, it would be so hot.
So hot. Yes. So just keep that in mind. Like, be careful of the zipper. It usually works out that you can just leave that edge like hang out a little bit and it's totally fine. All right. Awesome. I'll show you. So I made this one. My kids love the like sequin pillows, that it's a sensory thing for them. They love it. So this little guy is super cute. They make these a sublimation. So you can press a design on, and they make all different colors. I have the white one because I thought it worked great for Easter, but there are ones that are like gold on one side, white on the other, silver on one side, black on one side. So there's a bunch of different options, but I mean, I could sit here and do this all day. I know when my kids like it, but like, I really like it.
So Lynn, I'm cracking up. So I have one that has pink on one side, shocker, and blue on the other. Actually, like what I'm wearing, I should bring it out.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then I had a live show a couple years ago. My nephews were on the floor behind me in the live show, and everybody's like, what are they doing? And they had that fabric and they were writing their names in it.
I love it. I mean, you can't, it's very soothing. So, but this is really fun to see, like, on this, and I want to hold it close, like this sequined pillow, like how great the print quality is, right? Like you get those vibrant colors. It looks so good. It's sharp. I don't know. So I'm a huge fan. I could talk all day about how much I love the sublimation printer because I think it's so cool. And I wanted to get into sublimation printing for so long. But like the price point of a lot of other sublimation printers is so expensive. And I never did it. When brother told me that they were launching a sublimation printer, I literally let out like a yelp. I was so excited. And so excited that it's affordable. So really, like if you have an interest in it, it's an affordable, easy craft to get started on. And such a great quality machine at this price point. That's all I got.
I know there's a couple questions. The sequin fabric, is it the same one that you buy at the fabric store, or is there a specific one just for sublimation?
So there is specific sequin sublimation fabric, and this is actually a pillowcase. I was short on stuffing, so I took the stuffing out of this one for our sample, but this is the pillowcase. Yeah, so I bought it as a pillowcase. But there is specific sublimation because you want to make sure that your sequins are made from polyester. You may be able to find a fabric that is sequin, but just make sure that you can see that they are 100% polyester.
Okay, then the the brother fans are squirreling on you. Julie wants to know, she loved your backdrop. What is it?
Oh, okay, Julie, get ready because you're going to die. This is plastic tablecloth. Yep. What? Yeah. So like, you know, those plastic tablecloths you would get at like the dollar store, any store, they're so cheap, right? These are pieces of plastic tablecloth just cut up in strips. And then they're tied on like a, it's like a plastic chicken wire is what it looks like, right? To give it layers. But yeah, we love these for parties. They're so fun.
Oh my gosh. I think, Lynn, I love your creativity, and you teach a lot of kids, and you can tell it because this is so much fun. It's not fuddy-duddy. It's fun that anybody of any age would want to do.
Thank you. Yes, I love coming up with easy stuff. Especially for people that want to craft but me feel a little bit intimidated. Like I always like to specialize in those easy entry crafts that you can then learn and then take it to the next level.
Absolutely. Lorraine says she loves how it automatically cleans each day. The printer cleans its heads. You know, I'll hear it going off in the background, and I'm like,
yeah. So, okay, me too. The first time I did it, I was like, is there a ghost in here? Like, what's happening? Like, I was like, why? No one sent anything to that printer. Like, why is it coming alive? Like,
well, this is so much fun. I am cracking up because some of the comments today, Barbara said she's running late. She's had a crazy day. Julie's had a crazy day. Lynn, I know you haven't had a crazy day.
So I literally was texting Angela in a panic today. I was driving to the studio and I heard this like thump, thump, thump. And I'm like, oh God, is there something in my tire? And then I hear something hit the road and I'm like, oh no. And my like tire pressure thing goes on. It's like roadside assistance immediately. And the tire pressure went from like 40 down to 2 in less than 5 minutes. I'm in my car, like less than a mile from the studio, freaking out. By the time I got to the studio, it is like completely flat. So I was freaking out. I had to get a tow truck driver here. Just couldn't drive on it. No spare. So yeah, it's been a crazy morning, but I'm here.
But you're here. If you were in Michigan, I would have sent my husband. He's getting pretty good at the flat tires on our trailer. He would have been done in 5 minutes. You'd have been all swapped out.
Oh man, yeah, I was losing it. The poor truck driver. But then the guy who towed came in. He's like, "This place is so cool." I'm like, "Yeah, come bring your kids. Come craft with me."
That's awesome. Well, I wish you a very blessed Easter. I hope you have a great time. I love that pillow. And for everyone watching, it's Thursday, so you still have a couple days. It took her literally from beginning to end. You watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
And that's along with talking.
Yeah, I talk a lot too. So yeah, 30 minutes. That's it.
That's it. Everybody's saying thank you. Well, this was awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us. I cannot wait to see you next month of what you're going to come up with. And we can't wait to see your backdrop.
Awesome. Thanks. I know. I try and change it up for each one. So we'll see what I got next month.
Sounds good. All right. Till next time, everyone. We will see you next Tuesday on the sewing side. And I hope you have a great Easter. Take care.
Happy Easter, friends. Bye.
Bye.